This is Tigray, the first Christian kingdom, the first to embrace Islam. This is Tigray, the land of culture and beauty. But did you know a genocidal war has been declared on the people of Tigray, where rape and hunger are used as weapons of war?
War that is still being waged against Tigray non-stop since November 4th, 2020 by the so-called Prosperity Party led by the dictator Abiy Ahmed Ali alongside Eritrean dictator Isaias Afwerki, with the help of foreign weapons and drones from the United Arab Emirates, China, Turkey, Iran, and more.
This senseless war declared on Tigray has resulted in thousands of civilian deaths. Tigrayan women and girls were raped and dehumanized by the Ethiopian and Eritrean forces to break their spirit and honor. More than 70,000 civilians have fled their homes to neighboring country Sudan in search of a safe haven from daily massacre, bombardment, shelling, and sexual violence.
More than 2 million Tigrayan civilians have become internally displaced, and most of them have fled from Western Tigray, who were vulnerable to ethnic cleansing and barbaric acts of violence with machetes, axes, not to mention guns. These are appalling crimes against humanity.
Furthermore, Tigray's infrastructure were targeted and completely looted and destroyed. Not only that, hospitals and clinics were deliberately and systematically looted and destroyed as well.
Even civilian properties, businesses, holy churches and mosques such as
Al-Najashi,
Debre Damo Monastery
were not spared. They too were also looted and destroyed.
In fact, some of the looted holy books and manuscripts from Tigray are being auctioned and sold online, such as on eBay for cheap price. These are Tigray cultural heritage that are part of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. This evil act is an attempt to erase Tigray's heritage and history as a cultural cleansing.
It gets worse. To this day, humanitarian corridors and aid to Tigray is blocked systematically by the Abiy's regime. Tigray, as we speak, is completely under siege. Under siege. Under siege.
No food, no water,
no electricity,
no fuel,
no banks,
no telecommunication,
and no medicine.
As a result, the whole population of Tigray is now living in famine due to the siege placed on Tigray. The Prosperity Party regime is trying to choke Tigray into submission. Now this is genocide.
As a matter of fact, Ida Hospital, the biggest hospital in Tigray, has completely ran out of medications and emergency life-saving medicines. As a result, it can't treat the sick nor malnourished babies and children. As a consequence, babies, children, and the sick, including pregnant women and elders, are dying every day from preventable diseases. As a result, doctors and nurses have become helpless because they have no medicine to treat nor save their patients.
The war declared on Tigray is nearing 2 years. Children have been out of school for 3 years now. First, they were out due to coronavirus. Then, they couldn't return to school because of the senseless war declared on them, which interrupted their education and also destroyed many of their schools deliberately. As a result, many children have become orphans because their parents were killed in extrajudicial fashion with impunity. Not only that, dictator Abiy Ahmed has launched aerial bombardment using war jets and drones targeting civilians, civilian infrastructures, and residential areas. Consequently, babies and children have become victims. This is a war crime.
We,
the Tigrayan Americans, not only are we traumatized by this war, but we are terrified whether or not our remaining families in Tigray are going to make it without food, water, electricity, banks, and medicine. While our prayers go to the people of Ukraine who are being brutally invaded by the Russian regime, we remind the international community once again the genocide declared on Tigray for the past 16 months is still ongoing, and we urge the world to stand with Tigray and Ukraine to stop the war now for the sake of humanity.
Finally, we urge the U.S. Congress to pass H.R. 6600 bill on Ethiopia to hold all the perpetrators accountable for the gross human rights violation, war crimes, and crimes against humanity.